The Tanzanian Central Corridor is becoming the export-import route of choice for Uganda, a land-linked country. Its efficient multimodal transport system involving water, road and rail is lauded for reducing transport costs and boosting route reliability. Dennis Sigoa with a report.
Roofings Group is one of the largest exporters to Tanzania through the port of Mwanza, and they can attest to this. Since starting to export through the Central Corridor, there have been tangible benefits not only to the company but to their wholesale and retail customers across the vast Lake Victoria.
So we've been exporting to Tanzania, especially the northern part of Mwanza. But we are doing very well. We've been sending there our sheets originally, which we make from here. When we expanded to Namamve, where we started doing where we have a cold rolling mill that does the coil galvanizing process and color coating, we actually introduced our coils, which we were originally importing from Japan, but now they are made in Uganda. We are making them from here. We introduce them to Tanzania.
His sentiments are re-echoed by Utim Gilbert, the communications manager at Starbex International, an oil marketing company. After more than 16 years of stalled importation of petroleum products through the port of Mwanza to Port Bell, Uganda, Starbex has taken the lead. Currently, Starbex International imports at least 6 million liters of diesel and petroleum from Dar es Salaam, a quantity that will increase exponentially over the coming years as the company expands its business to cover the whole country. The last 5 shipments you've had using Mwanza Port Bay route, how has it been for you?
It has been very good. The Tanzanian rails are very perfect, they're in perfect condition. We don't have any slide accidents, meaning that the wagons can rail off all the derails. We don't have derails. A number of derails usually happen on our Kisumu routes. Usually we have such minor accidents, but in the Central Corridor, we haven't heard of that challenge.
Kakira Sugar, based in Ginger, and Bidco, the manufacturers of cooking oil, are also the biggest players on this export and import corridor. These new developments on the Central Corridor prompted a high-level business delegation to visit Uganda. The Tanzanian public and private sector stakeholders who were in Kampala recently were led by the new Tanzanian Ports Authority boss, Benedict Hamisi.
But overall, generally, the testimony that we have in place and the comparative analysis that we have, this route had managed to cut down 40% of the cost. And as I said, we are now improving. The cost element goes with time. So we want to have a very short time of shipment from Dar es Salaam to Kampala. In the past it used to be 4 days, but we are pledging to have 3 days.
There have been a lot of improvement on the Central Corridor route, including the rehabilitation of the meter gauge railway from Dar es Salaam port to Mwanza, and also to Isaka and to Kigoma. But specifically for Mwanza, because of the Ugandan cargo. Another improvement is the port has just received new equipment, new handling equipment, a number of them for handling the containers and others.
However, as the Central Corridor's popularity increases, there is a matter that needs urgent attention. Ugandan business community who frequently use the Central Corridor want more ships with large capacity introduced.
The importation has not been so much because we expected to have more than 10 million liters coming per week. But sometimes you may find that the availability of the vessel.
The vessels, if they were also very available, it would also enhance on how much more we can export. But then a bit of delays for the vessels to come. We were doing like once a month, then there has been an improvement. It came to once bi-weekly. Then now at least we can do twice a week. But we would love to see every day there is something leaving us here going especially to Tanzania. We are very much now talking about Tanzania.
Their hopes have been on the return of MV Pamba, whose maiden sail, after more than a decade of stalling, continues to be delayed.
They are doing the final cargo testing. We've already secured a flag certificate from the government, and by the end of this month, the vessel should be able to start fully operating.
As Uganda and Tanzania strengthen their economic relationship, a vast array of opportunities continues to open up for private sector players.
My request to you, Private Sector Foundation of Uganda and Tanzania Private Sector Foundation, is to establish maybe an online portal for business directory between the two countries.
This is supported by an enabling legal and regulatory framework and improvements in infrastructure provided by the respective governments. Dennis Igor and Charlotte Amuge for UBC News.